Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're watching this. It is 7:34 in the morning, and it has been quite a night. At 1 o'clock in the morning, we went to the ambulance. We went to the hospital in the emergency room, and I don't know if you guys watched my last video. If you didn't, go check that out. It's like 2 minutes long, so it's not like a long video. I'm talking kind of quiet right now because Carolyn is still sleeping at the moment. And we went to the emergency room last night, or I should say this morning, because it was like 1:12 or something. And Kaylin she had a fever of 101, 104, 103 or 4, 0.6. I remember that part. It was like 103 or 104.6. And she did get her, I forgot to mention in my last video, she did get her 6-month shots. She's 7 months, but she got her 6-month shots yesterday. And she's ran a fever, not that high, but she runs fevers every time she gets a vaccine. I mean, babies do. Usually not that high, but Carolyn is very sensitive to everything that goes in her body. So, because she's a ginger, so she's just her skin is sensitive, her body is sensitive, her insides are sensitive, everything's sensitive on her. So, that goes along with anything. So she's still sleeping at the moment right now. It's 7:34. I don't usually let her sleep past 7, but she's had a rough night. Last night she had a rough night, and or rough morning or whatever. So I'm just gonna let her sleep until she wakes up naturally. I just noticed that this eye is really red on camera. I don't know. It feels kind of puffy. I don't know. I was trying to think if I slept on that side, but I think I did. That's why it's red. Anyways. Went off on a tangent there. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. Shiva was crying at the door. She, when we went to the ER, and I'll let you guys know if you guys didn't see my last video. Come on, Shiva. You're crying, you're coming in. We went to the ER last night, and, because of her fever, and then she was breathing kind of hard and whatnot. So, we went to the ER last night. We were sitting there, and Trent's like, I think her fever has broken, because he had given her Tylenol 15 minutes before he woke me up to go to the ER with her. And we went there, we got there, we're inside, we got her all checked in. We haven't gotten back to a room yet, we were in the waiting room, and he goes, Martina, and I was like, what? And he goes, her fever's broken, I think we should go. And I was like, no. And I was like, no, she needs to get checked out. And he said, Martina, if they put her back there, we're, first of all, exposing her to COVID. And second of all, if we go back there, they're going to tell us to monitor it overnight and go home and monitor it overnight. And so I was like, no, I don't think they're going to. So the nurses came. We had expressed our concern about COVID, and they're like, this might be against HIPAA violation, but I just want we have had COVID come in here. I can't tell you what's back there right now, but we have had COVID come here in this hospital, in this ER. And Trent was like, oh yeah, I know. He's like, there was 300 and something cases, and just in Allen County, which we're in, and the only two hospitals that are in Allen County are Lima Memorial and St. Rita's. So, because Allen County's not that big, but yeah. So, 300 and something cases. They're not all in Lima Memorial. There's no way, because some insurances don't, or some insurances don't go to Lima Memorial. Anyways, I know ours didn't. Our Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, they said Lima Memorial wasn't in our district. But anyways, even though Lima Memorial was closer to us than St. Rita's, but anyways, so we expressed our concern, and they took our temperature, and they were like, it's 100. The nurse said, I don't think you guys need to go back there, but if you guys want to, we are more than welcome to take her back and do some tests. And I was like, I don't know. And he goes, if you'd like, I could ask our resident. And I was like, okay. Which is the doctor on staff. So he went back there. He has a doctor on staff. And he said, if you want to come back here, we're more than welcome to take her and do some tests. But if she did have vaccines and she had a fever when she had her last vaccines, then it's probably her vaccines. I would watch her. If her temperature goes up from 100, if you go home and her temperature is over 100, come back. If her temperature goes up over 100 overnight, come back. He said if it keeps going down and it's going down steadily, don't come in. I would check her temperature every 2 hours, is what he told us. And which is so nice, because he came out because he understands our concern. And the doctor came out and he said, listen, he said, I would go home and monitor it. If it goes over 100 when you go home, like if you get home, take your temperature. If it's over 100, come back. Check it every 2 hours. And if it goes over 100, come back. He said, I don't think that if she's had you guys said that she had a fever last time she had her vaccines, and we're like, yeah, but it hasn't been this high before, and she wasn't struggling on breathing. And he said, all right, well, does she look like she's struggling breathing right now? And we're like, well, no. And he goes, it's probably the vaccines. And she was probably crying. So it gets a little hard for people to breathe when they cry. And we were like, oh, okay. So he's like, listen, I don't want to tell you guys what to do. You guys can decide if you come back or not. If you want to come back in the room, we can get you in a room and we'll do some tests and rule out and stuff. But I'm gonna say right now, my advice would be that you guys could go home and monitor it, and then come back if it goes above 100. And so me and Trent looked at each other and we're like, okay, we'll go home. So we came home. It steadily went down. It never went over 100. We put the house down to 72. Now usually we have the house at like 74, 75. And it gets really hot in our house kind of when it's that high because our house is so small. It's only one floor. We have a ranch style house. We don't have an upstairs or a downstairs. We have a crawl space, but there's nothing down there except the air. So, because we have central air, so we have a air thing, and then we have a filter that we have to change every 3 months, which I don't think we've changed in a while. We're gonna look at that. Anyways, I'm trying to think of what I was saying. Yeah, so we came back home. Never went above 100. Tried to turn the heat down to 72, and we left a blanket off her all night. we left her fan off. Because we usually will put on the ceiling fan and then we'll put a blanket over her. But we decided to leave the fan off, turn down the air, leave the fan off, leave the blanket off, because she was sweating profusely. Even when we got home, she was sweating profusely. So we're like, all right, we're leaving the blanket off, leaving the fan off. We'll just turn down the heat, or turn on the air. Kids. So I say that in every video. I'm like, kids. It's like my catchphrase. But anyways, so it happens. And this is, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I'm like, should I put this on YouTube? I don't really know if I should. But if I'm doing a vlog of our life, then probably should put this on a vlog. Or put this on my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is supposed to be a vlog and the life with a special needs kid. But this is not really a special needs problem. I mean, this happens to not every kid, but most kids get sorry, my camera isn't focusing. Hold on. I don't know. Might look a little blurry. That's really weird. When I get up close, it's like clear, and then when I go away, it's like blurry. Sorry. Anyways, so yeah, most kids get temperatures. Sorry, I can't think this morning. Get temperatures when they get their vaccines. I don't think I ever did when I was a baby. Sorry, Carolyn, I'm gonna look at the monitor. Carolyn's moving around. I don't know if she's waking up or not. Like, I stretch him on. So anyways, let me finish this up before she wakes up. So most kids, so this isn't a special needs thing. Most kids get temperatures when they get their vaccines. So it's not really a special needs problem, but if I'm going to be vlogging our life and real life, then I need to vlog everything. So yeah. So we are going to get our day started if she wakes up, and I'm gonna eat breakfast real quick before she does that. So I will see you guys later.